Okay, this is part one of creating a virtual classroom. In order to do that, you're going to open up a new Google Slides presentation. You're going to clear it and make it blank. First thing you need to do is create our background for our classroom. We're going to hit background, choose image, and we're going to go to Google image search. You're going to type in the words wall and floor. And when you do, you're going to get a lot of options of just preloaded walls and floors, and you can decide what you'd like. I am not brave enough to work with corners and walls yet because my spatial awareness is not very strong. So I stick with just a wall and a floor. So you can just scroll through here and pick, try some different ones. You can get a classroom set up and then switch the background if you want. So we're just going to start out with doing this one. We're going to hit insert and done. And now we have a background for our classroom. We're ready to start decorating our classroom. So there's a couple different ways you can add things. The main thing that you need to remember about adding items to the classroom is we're essentially making a layered like felt board, I guess. But you don't want a lot of background or things around the images. So there's two different ways that you can do it. The main way you can get them is through insert image. We're going to search the web. And if you put the word transparent in front of any word, the images that you'll get will be just the image. There'll be no background, so they can be used to move around the slide. So I always start with a whiteboard or chalkboard. And so this is, you'll get some different options for transparent whiteboards, and you can choose which one you want to insert by clicking on it and clicking on insert. So now it's in your room. If you want to adjust the side, you want the whiteboard to stay the same, but for some reason you have a lot of excess side, this does allow you to crop it. So if I click on it twice, I get these now black bars around it, and I can move those, and it just gives me a better sizing when I go to move this around. So now I have my image sized and I can move it where I want it. I like in Google Slides that they have the red arrows that help me center everything. So I know it's in the middle of my classroom, and that's kind of big. So I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. And find that red line again. So I'm going to just start adding some furniture to my classroom. I'll go ahead and insert a transparent bookcase, a bookshelf. And there's, lots of different options that you can choose whatever fits best for your classroom. I can actually add some shelves. I'll do that. So clearly those are way too big. So now I have some shelves that I can put some stuff on, some books, a vase, some pictures, things like that. So I want to insert a kiddie table. Right, so I start looking around, and then I notice I'm not going to get what I really want. So your other option is to Google kidney-shaped tables. Look at your options. I go to images, find a good option that you'd like, and then you use the snipping tool. Down here in the search bar, I start clicking, start writing snip. It's the snip and sketch is what I have. On my other computer, it was the snipping tool. But you use that, and you hit new, and you're just going to drag and cut out the shape that you want. So now I have this shape. I have a little bit of black up there, so I'm going to just shape it a little bit better. And I'm going to copy it right here. Now I've copied that. And then I'm going to open the website remove.bg, and that's going to remove the background of your picture. So rather than download or upload, if you hit Control V, that pastes what you have already copied. So it took my table and it took out the background. And so now all I have to do is right click, copy image, go back to my classroom and hit paste. And then it is ready to put in my classroom. And you can do that for anything. If you have borders or chairs or anything like that, you can use the remove.bg. So one thing about making your classroom, as you're adding items, it might look funny as far as positioning goes. So let's look up desk chair. All right, so I like this one. So I'm going to use that snipping tool again. I'm going to hit new. I'm going to snip this chair. And now I'm going to copy that chair. I'm going to go to the remove.bg and Control V again. And now I have this super cute chair. I'm going to copy. Now I want to put it in my classroom. So there's a few things when I hit paste that are wrong with this chair. So one thing is it's on top of the table. So what you do is you right click on the item and you hit order. And so you can either move things to the front or send them back. Okay, so now my chair is in essence behind my desk, which I like. The other thing is now I'm facing the wall, which is kind of weird. So you can also hit that right click and go to format options. And under rotate, you can flip it. So now I'm under the table and I'm facing the right way. So things are looking better for me now. And you can do that with any of the items that you put in your classroom. The other thing that you might want to do, you can do the remove.bg for pictures of yourself as well. You might want to put an actual photo of yourself in here. I've seen some animated, or you might want to do the Bitmoji. You go to the Chrome web store and you add the Bitmoji extension and you log in and it will show up on your extensions. If you type in the word pose, it shows you full length people, not just the like headshots of people. So you can choose whichever one you want. You right click on it, copy, and then you can paste it into your classroom and size yourself. So you can keep adding stuff. You can add text boxes right on the chalkboard, add posters, whatever you'd like in your room. I'll make a part 2 of how to link things to this, and then also how to embed or put this as an image in Canvas. Good luck.